Sheena. Welcome in. Thank you once again for choosing to deal with me and have me read your energy and trust me with that because I take it very personal. I appreciate it. Thank you. And we're going to start with some oracle cards. These cards here, the broken mirror, upside down, the broken mirror. And I have another deck here called What's the Tea? And these decks are not tarot cards, but they give a little preview of what's going on and just they give messages from spirit on what is happening with you. It could be your energy, it could be the person on your mind or what have you. You can flip-flop the energy. But we're just going to pull and see what comes out, and then we'll dig into the tarot because I have two tarot decks here, one here, and I will pull on your love life like you asked me to, and also your finances, and we can see what's going on, all right? Because I don't know yet. So that's why we're here together. All right, girls, so let's do this. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Sheena. Show me what I need to see for Sheena, Spirit. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Caught. Red-handed, secrets exposed, surprised, and shocked. So you could have caught whoever you're thinking of, and who's on your mind when it comes to love. This person cheated on you, and you caught them. Either you caught them physically, you seen them with somebody else, or you found receipts. You could have found texts or DMs or pictures, whatever it was. You found evidence that this person was going behind your back and laid up just like this, laid up with somebody else. They brought in a third party is what they did, and they cheated, and you caught them, and there was nothing they could say. That you caught them red-handed. You could have even approached this person, whoever this is, and said to them, listen, I already know what you're doing, so are you going to tell me what's up? And there was nothing that they could say. They could have ghosted you when you brought it to them, to their attention. They could have just said nothing and left it like that because there was nothing. What could they say? You already had the evidence. And so their little secrets that they had, that they thought that they were keeping from you, you found out about it. And I just heard that even if you didn't get concrete evidence, your intuition, your woman's intuition told you and let you know everything you needed to know. Because sometimes we don't have hardcore evidence, but it's just that feeling, okay, this person is doing some dirt, and it's so strong that you got to get rid of this person. And so it could have been that too. It says surprised and shocked, so I feel they were surprised that you even found out because they thought that you would never find out. And they were banking on that. They were banking on it. Whoever this is, they could have braids. Okay, because I'm looking at the guy, he has braids, the one over here. This is you in the corner, you finding out that they were cheating. Now, you could also be gay or you could be bi, what have you. So maybe if you're with a female, that female has natural hair like that. She keeps her hair natural, curly, fro type hairstyle. But yeah, you caught this person. And what could they say? Tell me more, Spirit. Stubborn, bossy, selfish, and flexible. Whoever this is, when it comes to your love life, they could be a Taurus. They don't have to be. But even if they're not a Taurus, they're very stubborn. So this is somebody who was real rigid. They didn't want to see things any other way but their own way. And, you would try to talk to them, try to communicate, and get on the same page with this person. And it was just like pulling teeth. It was nothing that you could do to make them understand you. It was always misunderstandings, miscommunications. They didn't get what you were saying, or also even if they got what you were saying, they didn't want to make any changes. So it was almost impossible. I'm just getting that it was impossible for you to work with this person and have a connection that was going to pan out, because this person wanted things to be their way or no way, and that doesn't work for you. And it's very selfish. It is selfish. It's immature as well. So this person, I don't care how old they was, they were very immature, very young-minded when it comes to relationships and how to handle them. Tell me more, Spirit. Deuces. Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. You chucked the deuces to this person. You let them go because you had enough. I see that. Good for you, girl. I love that. Listen, you gave this person many chances. You got tired of saying the same things over and over to them and them not doing anything about it. You let them know what was bothering you, what was affecting you negatively, and they just continued to do the very same shit. And you said, okay, no problem. And you walked away from them. You haven't talked to them. You haven't heard from them. You didn't call them. You didn't text them after that. And yeah, you walked away from this. You turned your back. I see you turning your back on this person. So, but from what I could see, they deserved it. They put themselves in that position. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, love affair. What did I say? Third party. What did we pull right here? I said it was a third party. Third party, secrecy, hooking up. Secrets, right? Secrets exposed. Secrets. What's on that card right there? Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. That's just double confirmation of what this person did. They had a love affair on the side of what you guys had. So this person, like I said, they had you in competition with someone else, okay? And I'm just saying that they could have hooked up with somebody and caught something, just so you know, because it does say hooking up STD. So you could know that this person had some type of situation. They were taking antibiotics or what have you, or maybe you don't know. But Spirit wants you to know that what they did was they were not only with that person that you found out about, but whoever you're thinking of, this is somebody who sleeps around. They get around. Okay, so they sleep with multiple people and they do it raw with no protection. So they put themselves in harm's way. Every time they do it, they put themselves out there. And yeah, they tried to keep it a secret. They would hook up with these people, females, and they would just, be doing everything raw and just nasty. And God, I'm seeing a pill in my third eye. I'm seeing a antibiotics pill bottle. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the fact that this person really just didn't give a damn. And it's sad, actually. It's really sad because not only did they not care, but they didn't care about your feelings and how this would affect you. Because by the actions that they do, it could have affected you where you could have had to be taking medication. Okay? And God forbid if they gave you something, which I don't know if they did or not, but you could have dodged a bullet if you didn't catch anything, because that's the kind of risky behavior that this person does. Bottom of the deck, childish. What did I say earlier? What did I say? Thank you, Spirit. Immature, argumentative, and playing the victim. This is somebody who you have... It's like being with a kid, a toddler, And I told you before, they're very selfish, they're immature, and they like to play the victim. This woe is me, pity on me, nothing ever works out for me. And it's bullshit, okay? This is somebody I can tell that they don't take accountability. So when they do wrong against you, they don't have it in them to apologize. This is somebody that never apologizes. They have a false sense of pride, so they don't feel that they're ever wrong. That's where it's fucked up at, because that's a sickness. Nobody's right all the time. And this is somebody who thinks that they're right all the time. And even when they're wrong, they're still right. And that's sick. They like to start fights. They started arguments with you. I see that they like to start chaos. So, for example, everything could be going good in a relationship, right? You think everything's cool. Then out of nowhere, this person will start a fight from nothing. And it left you saying, what the hell is going on? I thought we was good. What's up? And the reason they did this is because they're used to toxicity. They are used to being in relationships that's childish, just like them, toxic like them, low vibrational relationships where all they did was fight and argue. And to them, to your person, that's love to them because they're used to that. You understand? So they met you and you were someone who liked things to be chill and relaxed and cool and let's have a good time. Fuck all this arguing and fighting. And your person wasn't used to that, so it scared them. And anytime that it scared them, it triggered them. And when it triggered them, they would start fights and start acting like a kid, you understand, and playing the victim. And, you'll tell them what they did to you that was wrong. And then they'll turn around and point the finger at you and say, no, but remember when you did X, Y, and Z. But we're not talking about when I did X, Y, and Z. We're talking about right now. This is somebody who would deflect when they were wrong. Not only that, you had rose-colored glasses, Sheena, when you were dealing with them. So you saw the red flags. Spirit is telling me you saw in the beginning. You could have seen, when y'all first got together, you could have seen a lot of red flags about this person. But you still turned the other cheek because you cared about them. Look at the roses. You loved them. So because of the love you had, you did not address these issues. You didn't check them in the beginning. You let it fly. Because of the love, the kindness of your heart. You let it go. But yeah, you knew in the beginning that this might not work out. I'll be back.